Hi, I'm James.
And I'm Laurent.
And today we are in the Loire Valley of France.
And we are going to be visiting the beautiful Chateau of Blois.
Let's go!
The Chateau of Blois is a fairly complex castle from an architectural standpoint. It has had many different lives over the centuries.
Many of the wings of the castle have been torn down and rebuilt in the style that was in vogue at that time, and as a result, it's kind of a hodgepodge of different styles intertwined with each other. The interactive display in the main hall is really cool. It allows you to see renderings of the castle at different points of time, and you kind of understand how it all came together, and it's all in 3D.
So the castle has four main architectural styles that you can see from the courtyard. The first one is the Gothic style of the original medieval castle, but there's actually very little left of that castle that you can see from the courtyard, aside from the large seigneurial room.
The second style is the Flamboyant style of Louis XII. That wing was built in 1498. Louis XII wanted to transform the fortress into an urban palace.
And it is a mix of bricks and stones, kind of reminiscent of the Dutch architecture, but a lot of the ornaments are of an Italian style.
The chapel was also built under Louis XII. The stained glass windows are beautiful, but they're not the original. They're actually from 1957.
Then the third style is the Renaissance style of the François I wing. And it is of course the most famous part of the castle because of the beautiful staircase.
Even though it was built only 20 years after the Louis XII wing, it is a completely different style, and it shows how quickly the Italian-influenced architecture spread throughout Europe. The fourth and final style is the classical style of the Gaston d'Orléans wing.
In 1635, Gaston Orléans, who was the brother of King Louis XIII, decided to build a totally new castle. But in 1638, Louis XIV was born, which meant that Gaston of Orléans was never going to become the king, and he kind of ended up running out of financing, and he never finished his grand plan of completely remodeling the castle.
The seigneurial room is the largest non-religious Gothic structure in France. It was mainly used by the Counts of Blois as a courthouse, but it also had many other uses, such as a banquet room or a ballroom.
The vaulted ceiling is beautiful with more than 6,000 fleurs-de-lis.
And you can pretend to be a king for just a minute.
And the castles provide a virtual reality tablet that lets you see what the room would have looked like in the Middle Age. It was actually really well done.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So we were lucky to have access to the roofs above the seigneurial room.
Yeah, they're normally closed to the public.
It was spectacular.
Yeah, the most amazing thing about the roof structure is that it's 800 years old and the chestnut beams are still original.
We were also able to visit the attic, which they used to store a lot of the excess furniture and art. When Louis XIV built the Chateau of Versailles, the Chateau of Blois lost some of its importance. It became a burden for the finances of the state. The castle was abandoned and eventually became a military base.
It's only in the mid-1800s that the chateau started being renovated, and the royal apartments that we can visit today were restored by Félix Duban.
Based on historic drawings, he tried to recreate what the apartments would have looked like under Henry III in the late 1500s.
Because the chateau is right in downtown Blois, there is actually not much room for gardens like at other chateaux in the Loire Valley, but there are still terraces that provide a nice view over the city.
Blois actually has a quaint little downtown, and you can take a horse-drawn carriage to explore the city.
So we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did,
Give it a big thumbs up
and put your comments
in the comment section below.
And if you want to subscribe to our channel, we are going to put a link right here.
And if you want to get the latest videos, be sure to click the bell.
And if you want to watch our other videos, we're going to put one right here and another one right there.
Bye.
Bye.